Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Daily Target series. So let's begin with today's target. I was just trying some different methods to create this, and we would be going with this method, which is quite a lot of balance between the CSS and HTML. So let's begin. First, we'll remove all the comments. Also, remove these div properties because we do not need them. And for now, I'll also remove the div. Okay, so first we'll give the properties under the star, and the only property we need to give is background. And the background color is this, so we'll just paste it here. Now the next thing we would be doing is plus star. We'll use this to create all these circles because I think it would be easier to do it this way, as lesser characters would be used when giving the location data, which means the coordinates. So I'll give it a size of 40, and also the height will be 40. You can't see it because we haven't even given it much of the things that it requires. So radius, and I'll give it a radius of 50%, which is going to be 20 pixels, but I'll still use percent only. Now we have to give box shadow. Also, there are methods in which we can do all this with lesser character count, but I just felt like I should practice this, and you should also practice this once. Like, this method is quite useful in various scenarios. That's why I'm here doing it like this. 32q, then comes minus 95q and 95q. Then comes, I think it was 67q and 125q. Then we have to give the color. Let's paste it. Wait, let me give some space. Maybe that's the reason it isn't visible right now. Yeah, we had to give space. So this is our first circle. We would go in the difference. There is a slight difference between them. Let's see. 87, and I'll also take this to 124, or let's take it to 129. Yeah, this is correct. So here's the first circle. Now we'll just capitalize on, like, we have got the x and y coordinates in this form. So we can the first one is the x coordinate. So we will again use 87q, and we'll change the value, and I think I'll give this quite close. So maybe 191, 2, 3. Yeah, 193 is correct. So this way we know that all this has the location y coordinate of 193q, and this had 87 like this. These will have the 129q as the coordinate. So it makes the task a lot easier. So I'll just experiment a bit to know the location further. Okay, so maybe 200? No. 150? Yeah, 150 is correct. But I'll first give the circle to this one. So I'll just use 150q, and then we need another, such as it had 129, so maybe 91q, paste, comma. Okay, so not 91, maybe 81, 71, 61, 65, quite close. So maybe 64 or 66. 66 is correct. Like this, we all now know this is 66 in location. Now 150q, and then comes 193q, as we already give it as the value. 150q and 193q. Make sure to just check that there are only necessary amount of space, because obviously it also counts as a character. Now the next thing we would be doing is we again need to find the x coordinate. So I'll give 200q, although it would be more than 200 as I tried before, and 66q, and paste it. Maybe 250, no, 220, 210, 215, 16, 14. Yeah, 14 is correct. In the same way, again 214q, and the other one would be 129q, and paste. Now we need not give a circle on 193q because we would create this using div later on. So let's move to these two. I'll give it a 250q value, and then comes 129q, and paste. 275, 6, 7, yeah, 277. Yeah, 277 is correct. And now this is the last circle we need to make this way. And 193q, paste. So all the circles have been created now. That too at the position they are required at. As you can see, the only two missing things are these two pillar-like things, and we'll create them using HTML CSS combined, as this was only CSS. So first we'll begin with creating a div. I'll copy this and I'll create another div inside of the A div. You'd be wondering why, like these are on two different positions, like they are not inside each other. I previously tried to create two separate divs completely, like they are not inherited by each other, but it had some problem because of which it wasn't working properly. So I came up with this method. So first I'll give it background, and the background would be paste. Okay, sorry, I forgot I do not have the color in the clipboard. And next thing would be width, which is going to be 40, right? And the next thing is height, which I will give of 120 would be enough. Next thing is position fixed. Let's do one thing. As these properties are quite similar in both A and B, so let's give them together. So A will have a top coordinate of like 250. Wait, I forgot to do one really important thing that gives all its look. Border radius 20 pixels. Yeah, now it's better. Now we have to give a left, so I'll begin with 200. No, 200 is too much. Maybe 150. Yeah, 150 is correct. Absolutely correct. Now for B, we have to give top, which would be maybe 200. Yeah, quite much. And the left I would again give 200 for once. Okay, we have to decrease it. 190. Yeah, 190 is correct. Then I'll give it 210. Yeah. maybe give it a little bit, or maybe let's increase the height a little bit, 130. Yeah. So you can see it is complete replica of the original one. So let's submit it. And would we see 100%? Yeah, 602.79. That's a good score. It's a good score because it's at least above 600. According to me, above 600 is a good score. Even if it is just 600.01. Because mostly even the average score isn't of that value. Like average score is mostly below 600. Let's see what's the average score. 594.84. And yes, the most used properties are quite similar to what even I have as the most used this time. And okay, so this. Okay, so let's submit it again. Maybe it goes to something 605. Just maybe, I can't be sure. Yeah, 607.1. That's more than I expected, honestly. So that's it for today's video. Hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye.